Welcome back. Now, the man accused of kidnapping, raping and murdering 4-year-old Bokgabo Poo was out on bail on another rape matter. The obvious question is, how is something like this allowed to happen? How can the public trust the justice system when such things happen? Well, let's speak to Makau William Sekgatja, the managing director of Radasi Sekgatja Incorporated Attorneys. Thank you very much for your time here on ENC. I know that we cannot speak specifically about this case because you've had to have the merits and the details around it, etc. But how does something like this happen? I mean, it's unfair on police. South Africans always blame the police when something like this happens, and actually it's the courts that release criminals that they have evidence around.
Good afternoon, Masehu, and good afternoon to the viewers. Look, again, in relation to the case where this accused person, who has already been named, is released on bail, we are not aware of the facts in relation to that particular case as well. So it can happen that he was facing a Schedule 5 offense, wherein he was duty-bound to show that it was in the interest of justice to release him on bail. And again, if the evidence against him in relation to that particular case was not so much enough so that the state or the court can make a decision not to grant him bail, then he was supposed to be eligible to bail in that particular case.
So, okay, I just want to go back. I understand the part where you say that the courts probably felt that there was not enough evidence, etc., and they postponed the case for more investigations, right? But this is a man who's accused of raping a 9-year-old. That is a Schedule 5 offense, like you said earlier. So why would it be in the interest of justice to release him?
No, Masho, on a point of correction, in that particular case, it's a rape of a 9-year-old. It's actually a Schedule 6,
right? Exactly.
It's not a Schedule 5.
Yeah.
Yes. So it means he has to show exceptional circumstances that shows the court that it is in the interest of justice to release him on bail. So under these circumstances, it's really hard to believe that the court can actually release him on bail under those circumstances. You can find that maybe there was no sufficient factual evidence, that shows that there is a strong case against him, which is the reason why bail was granted. There are a number of factors that the court considers before bail is granted under those circumstances.
And that would be an indictment on the National Prosecuting Authority, right? If somebody is released on bail because of a lack of evidence for a Schedule 6 offense. And now, obviously, they must be kicking themselves in the foot because this man is now charged with the murder and mutilation of a 4-year-old little girl. So it's an indictment on the National Prosecuting Authority because don't they take up cases from the police when they feel that the evidence is adequate enough to take to court? So that might mean that in this particular case, they actually weren't ready.
Look, Masefu, it was the first appearance yesterday. It was the first appearance for this particular accused.
No, I'm talking about the 9-year-old now.
On the first appearance, the 9-year-old.
Yeah, where he was granted
in relation
bail.
To the 9-year-old. Yes, in relation to the 9-year-old, the discretion lies with the magistrate. I will not submit that it was the NPA that suggested that bail should be granted under those circumstances, since we don't have even the full facts in relation to that bail application in particular. So if you find that on that particular day, the National Prosecuting Authority, they refused to grant bail, and bail application was brought before that particular court. And the court, upon hearing all the particular facts relating to bail, decided that it was in the interest of justice and exceptional circumstances existed that warranted the release of the accused person on bail.